Hello everyone. Today I'll be talking about corruption in education, the hidden impact of unethical practices faced in the learning institutions. The price of apathy towards public affairs is to be ruled by evil men, says a wise man named Plato. Plato warns that when people ignore corruption or stay silent, unethical leaders and systems take control. Apathy allows corruption to grow, making societies unfair and unjust. To prevent this, individuals must take responsibility, demand transparency, and uphold integrity.
Corruption in education refers to unethical practices like bribery, favoritism, and fraud that compromises fairness, integrity, meritocracy. It affects students, staff, and the institution credibility, leading to causes like lowered quality of learning, loss of trust, social inequality, and limited opportunities. Next, we can look up to analyzing the causes of corruption in education. First point is institutional weakness, which is poor governance allows unethical practices. Second is lack of transparency and accountability, no clear monitoring or reporting system. Third is the financial pressures, which means the lower salaries and financial struggles pushes individual towards the corruption. Fourth is the cultural and social norms, which actually explains the normalization of nepotism and favoritism. So the solution is strengthen policies, promote ethics, and encourage transparency in education.
Corruption showcased in students' lives. Bribery, the act of offering or soliciting of something valuable. Money gives favor to influence a person's action in a position of power. Nepotism, granting privileges, jobs, or opportunities to family members based on personal connections rather than merit or qualifications. Fraud, deliberate deception, falsification of records, or manipulation of information to secure unlawful financial or personal gains. Extortion, the use of coercion, threats, or intimidation to force someone into giving money, property, or services against their will. Favoritism, preferential treatment of certain individuals or groups, often regarding fairness, qualifications, or ethical standards.
Bribery. A student is caught cheating during an important exam. He faces expulsion due to violating the code of conduct. Instead of facing the consequences, he offered money to the official, who accepts the bribe and let him off without punishment. Nepotism. A highly qualified candidate is overshadowed by a child of a high-ranking official for a job opportunity.
Fraud.
A deserving candidate with genuine qualifications is undermined by a fraudster who uses manipulation and deceit to secure the position.
Extortions.
A student blackmails a peer into doing their tasks and assignments by threatening to release compromising images and information of the victim.
Favoritism.
A lecturer consistently gives high grade to a particular student not based on merit but personal bias, while unfairly marking the rest of the class.
So, what are the consequences of corruption in education? First, it leads to unfair advantages that hurt hardworking and diligent students that can lose out on opportunities and causing them to fail in the future. Next, it gives low-quality graduates as a result of internal corruption that results in unqualified and inefficient individuals entering the workforce. Next, corruption also can lead to normalized corruption in adulthood, as the graduates carry out unethical behaviors into their careers. So the solutions to prevent these effects from happening is to implement anonymous reporting systems that encourages reporting without fear. Next is merit-based hiring and promotion that ensures the best candidates are chosen for the job. Ethics and anti-corruption training for staff and students to increase the awareness of corruption practices and their consequences, and independent monitoring and auditing to prevent misuse of funds.
However, there are a few challenges that we will face in order to stop corruption in education. One of it being society's resistance to change in the education system. Also, the weak enforcement and accountability makes people think of the issue lightly. The lack of resources and funding also proves to be a limiting factor. Lastly, the existing corruption at higher levels of the education system also proves to be a challenge to stop corruption. Therefore, in order to overcome these drawbacks, future considerations must be taken into account. Strengthening your own ethics and awareness in the issue can be helpful. Strengthening the internal monitoring of the system also helps. By using cost-effective and transparent measures, the lack of funding problem could be solved. Lastly, promoting fair and just decision-making can lead to stopping the corruption in education.